uh, metallic, oily walls of this city, we have two warring factions now warring, and a group of tenacious rebels who want freedom. Last time we left our three characters whose names I don't have written down, of course, after 2 games, standing just out in the wastes, looking into town, where they saw the pastel polo shirts and the shining chrome and laser fire from the direction of the airport. As the 3 of you stand on top of this outlook in a park, or what used to be a park, is now swampy and overgrown, and the prairie plants are coming back. Can you tell me who you are playing, Andrew?
If I unmute my microphone, I can. I am playing Gallop Treadwell. Gallop Treadwell is a nomad who has a feature that I've written down as, probably incorrectly, Bond music indie, ? Which I believe is a reference to his look. He looks like motocross crossed with ska skater. So he's got the big kind of pointy dirt bike helmet, a couple shoulder pads, cape, but then, big baggy cargo pants.
Are they plaid?
They are now.
Yeah, okay, great.
I was like playing khaki, but no, yeah, they absolutely are plaid.
They're plaid. He's got the Vans.
It's probably the Sharpied khaki, where the parents used to remember that. You guys are young. But back in the old days,
no.
Parents would like buy you stuff, and like you'd have to Sharpie.
Yeah.
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 Back before they had cool stuff.
So that's Gallop Treadwell. Erica, who are you playing?
I'm playing Pike. Pike is a robot good body. Pike's existence predates the apocalypse. And she, back in the day, was a gymnast, personal trainer. So she is just all about making sure that you have the best body, and making sure that you are in the best health that you can be, and performing the best that you can. And if I recall correctly, because I didn't write anything down.
Nice.
So we're relying on my notes. Okay.
Exclusively.
No, the DJ is gonna tell you
the
what's up.
entire time Andrew was
Thank
talking
goodness.
while I was looking at all of these different notes.
Dinner bell.
Some androids
my
coming
home?
for you. It sounded like it.
I think it was my home last time, but I don't think it's my home this time.
Well, whatever it was, it's off now, so. I was trying to find which random piece of paper was written down, and no, all I have is character creation stuff for this game. But I think she has purple translucent casing, cool late 90s, early 2000s computers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she has her look is cute meets sci-fi. I think she had a screen for a face to emote with.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some cute stickers and a Shaw thing and a leotard, because gymnasts.
Nice. Yeah. And AJ.
I'm playing Muppet Maxwell. I am a cyborg. My fashion is a cross between cowboy and mascot. He has basically an old Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. He looks like an old Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. kind of frightening.
Yeah.
It's and he's got a boom box. He's got the poncho. He's got guns, and he's a gunslinger. And he became a cyborg because he got swept up into the baby. And
The baby.
they tried to make Maxwell better, but he just came out a broken shell of whatever he is now.
Great. As the three of you stand atop this platform looking out into the northern portion of the city, you hear the sounds of some punk music over the nearby car stereos, and the song ends, and you hear everyone's favorite DJ. This is DJ Noodle on Chaos FM, coming to you, as always, from an undisclosed location in the Wastes. Traffic continues to be at a standstill all over town, with a little fender bender down at 270 and 315 near Worthington. Police arrived on the scene 2 decades ago, but it doesn't look like it's clearing up anytime soon. Beautiful afternoon out here in the Wastes. Highs in the mid-60s, blue skies at the horizon, but it looks like a storm is brewing on the northwest side of town. You heard that right. The old folks' home and the mandroids are duking it out. A little eagle tells me the caddies got their hands on everyone's favorite mobile upgrade station, the baby. An old tube bot is glitching out. Be careful if you're traveling around the airport today. Things are about to get spicy. All right, everybody, sit back and punk out to today's playlist of classic songs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. This next song goes out to a trio of wasteland warriors fighting the good fight against the man. Here's Bad Reputation from Joan Jett. And you hear the guitars start to play. Yeah, so you see the laser fire shooting off into the sky, the chrome of the mandroids as they try to win back that baby, and the caddies who want something, they have the baby now. That's what you know, and you think they might be doing something for themselves with it, or they might be trying to keep it away from the mandroids, but there's a lot of action happening in town right now. What are the three of you going to do?
Well, I don't like the idea of the caddies having the baby. Really like the idea of the baby being blown up. I liked when that happened.
Did we not blow up the baby? How many times must we blow up the baby?
I think all the times we must blow up that baby.
Hmm.
It's pretty
we all
countless
know
at this
that
point, isn't
if
it?
there's one, there's going to be two. And this one doesn't look as complete as the first one, but I bet you it is fully armed and operational. Muppet's going through all the different batons and stuff that was picked up after everyone beat up the caddies, and
A lot of golf clubs.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling?
Okay. I don't really remember a whole lot. I think things went well.
Yeah.
My short-term memory glitched a little bit, but I seem to have a dent.
Yeah.
That's right. You did get dented.
Fighting the caddies in the swamp, and because we were kind of on a raid, and after we met up with and found that robot eagle of sorts.
I do remember the eagle.
Yeah, do we remember what we named the eagle?
Yeah, we did name the eagle.
What did we name the eagle?
Robot eagle nest. Razorbeak.
Razorbeak. Oh, my favorite of all eagles.
Razorbeak Freebird.
Razorbeak Freebird.
Freebird.
Thank you.
Yeah. So in our last session, you went out to raid the caddies in the north, You went out to get some scrap. You ended up finding a partially robotic eagle and its fully eagle babies, which you rescued from being trapped in a barn and took it back to the mall. And then you went north. I recognize that exact same robotic eagle gif from a month ago. You went back north, ran into a patrol of caddies, and a fight ensued.
And we beat them up.
You did. I remember some damage happening to a couple people, and then we did some patching up at the end.
Some
before
undamaging?
you. What was that?
I said some undamaging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some undamaging, and then you saw that this battle for the baby was happening. Just the name of this episode.
Battle for the baby.
Baby fight. Well, if we're still doing patching up, I guess.
I think we already did patching up.
Okay, we already did the patching up. Never mind then. I suppose we need. Do we really have to interfere? Yes, we do, because we need to blow up the baby.
I mean,
Nobody
needs a strong word, but we absolutely are going to do it.
Do we need to rebel? No. Should we rebel?
Yes.
It's just. I feel like it is our directive to rebel.
One might say it is our drive to
counterintuitive.
rebel.
I suppose.
Well, when we think about how awful the baby is, how it will scoop people up and quote unquote improve them by, well, look at me. I don't know if this is an improvement on the poor schlub that I was, but I do have, gun arm now and wheels. So, but I don't think the caddies are just going to be making that. They're probably going to make like improved caddies, quote unquote.
I think the important thing is that you didn't ask for the improvements.
No. I definitely did not.
Which is what makes the baby bad.
Bad baby.
Bad baby.
Bad baby. So let's go put that bad baby in timeout. Permanent timeout.
Yes.
Put it in a playpen of infinity.
Playpen of infinity.
Excellent. All right. So it'll require you to use your wheels to get to the airport. If I remember correctly, you are on the outside of the infinite gridlock right now. Mm-hmm. And I believe I described some patrols at the crossing points. So how would you like to get past them?
Smartly.
Okay.
I definitely want to be on the sneakier side.
Okay.
Because as our battles have taught me, my D4s in things like muscle do not serve me well.
No, they don't. So you have the way the dice work in this game is you've got your skill, you've got your gear, and you've got your look, and you can add dice for each of them. Some badges, when you sort of level up, make it so that you can increase those rolls, re-roll things, add extra dice, get extra outcomes and stuff. For every 4 that you roll, you get to choose an outcome. The most basic of which is you do it. So if you roll 1 4, you probably want to choose the outcome, you do it. If you roll more than 1 4, you can do things like no blowback, nothing bad happens. But if you do take blowback, we add dice to the ride or die pool. So we start with a D4, then we add a D6, 8, 10, and 12. And those are a communal pool that you can pull from if you're feeling like your dice pool's not good enough. You can grab a D8 from the ride or die pool. If you are in a fight and things are not going well for you, you can get a hazard. A hazard is a special D6 that cancels out successes. If things are going really not well for you, you might get a severe hazard, which is basically you getting hurt. 4 of those and you are dusted. I don't think we had maybe one severe hazard in the last one, but we definitely had a hazard or 2. So you are going to use the skill. Which skill? To be sneaky.
I want to use wastes because it's my best, but I mean,
You're crossing from the wastes into the not wastes.
Yeah. So I'm navigating the wastes for the perfect hiding spot to pop out behind the patrols.
Okay. Yep, that'll work. What sort of gear are you using? How are you going to use your gear? You all have various things, but the most important thing that you all have is a hoverboard.
Yes. Hover scooter.
Which, if I remember correctly, gives you a D6. But all your gear is going to give you different,
it's good
different
stuff.
die sizes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what is Gallop using?
So Gallop is definitely on his hoverboard scooter, and is taking advantage of some of the infinite traffic jam that has, over the years, some of the cars have fallen off. They're a bit more overgrown, but they still have the all-important metal roofs that make our hoverboard work.
Yep.
And he's dodging in and out of some of the vines, and he's doing some sick jumps. Those motocross style jumps, just to get a peek at the infinite traffic jam for the patrols before coming back down. And so he looks a little bit like he's, a dolphin in the ocean, just kind of up and then down. If that can get me my look. By chance,
you're using motocross skills. Do you do any kick flips?
Yeah, two kick flips,
okay.
And then
all right, cool.
An ollie just to get the skating term in there.
The only 2 that we know, probably.
Probably.
All right, tell me what you're rolling.
So I've got a D10 for my waist.
Nice.
I think I have some kind of skill related to that too, but I don't think it's relevant here.
You do. There's some like secret tunnel skill.
Tunnel. Oh yes, I have to notice something natural, and then when I act on it, I can add my waste die to another skill, which is the D10.
Okay.
And then I've got my look and my scooter, so I've got 2 D6, so a 10 and 2 6s.
All right, we're hoping for some 4s.
How about a 1, 2, 3?
That's a very Andrew roll.
That perfect.
All right. Well, we're adding in.
I don't think that we've actually succeeded in sneaking, have we?
Never.
You keep trying though.
It must be, all those sick tricks we're doing.
Yeah. Might be a little too flashy. We are adding a D4 to the ride or die pool, and the 3 of you are going with Gallop in the lead, trying to find the sneakiest way from point A to point B.
Yeah, follow me. I know exactly what I'm doing.
And you go over these the tops of these cars, sort of like waves, and you dip down and come back up, and dip down and come back up. And as you come back up, you see right in front of you, directly in your path, a patrol of 3 caddies.
I don't remember this. I don't remember them from last time. This is new. Sorry, guys.
Right beyond them, there's an overpass that you could go under to get through to Caddyland. It looks like there's a makeshift gate there made from some old rusty fences, just cobbled together. On either side of the overpass, there are big drums that have fires in them right now. And you see these caddies, they've got their pastel polo shirts on with the sleeves ripped off, each of them carrying a golf club and looking around, ready to go because something is happening back where they are supposed to, like where they live, and they're supposed to guard this place from anything else coming through.
Oh, guys, thank goodness I found you. I've been carrying these golf balls around all day, and I knew you'd be the right folks for it.
Brandishes their golf club. Who are you? I don't know you.
Who I am is not important. What's
They've
important?
Got, like, mohawk and an eye patch.
Of course. Who I am is not important, Patches. What's important is what I have for you. I'm a trader. I'm a trader by nature. I'm here bearing. Well, gifts isn't the right word because it's trade. I'm here bearing trade.
No, we don't know you. The other one starts pushing the golf club towards you. Stay back.
Look, just a second. We seem to have gotten off on the wrong tee here.
That guy's got a big gun.
Oh yeah, the baby did that to him. He can't really take it off. It's just there. You shouldn't discriminate against people based on how they look.
You're mandroids. Keep back.
No, we're not those things.
Mandroid?
No.
Nope.
See,
Close, but no.
we're
No.
someone who understands you and your desire for the fair way of life to be. And I'm going to reach into my pocket, and one of my 6 junk is definitely a pristine looking Titleist golf ball.
Still in
Great.
the wrapper?
Yes, it's a sleeve that's got like 2 of
Yeah.
them in it,
Oh yeah.
unopened.
Yeah.
Now,
You see one of them, their eyes go wide as you take that out. What do you want to do here?
I'm trying to offer a fair trade to go through to the other side. So what we have here is there's 3 of you, there's 3 balls in the sleeve, there's 3 of us. The way I see it is each of you gets 1, and we can carry on. I've got more great stuff for your boss. We just got to get through.
Let me see those.
Well, you can look, but you can't touch.
No, hand them over. Let me see. Let me see what you got.
It's a fair trade. You agree, and then you get the thing.
I gotta take a look, make sure they're authentic, make sure there's really some balls in there.
Shake it. It sounds like it, right?
Could be anything. Could be rocks.
Rocks. No, look, there's a window right here. Like you could see the 3 balls in here.
And he lifts up his patch, and the robot eye zooms in.
Look, how about this? Because it's for the trade. You gotta give and take, right? That's how trading works. I'll open it. We'll take 1 out. That way you can see what's in here, and then we'll go from there. Sound good?
Maybe.
Pulls out the golf ball.
And the 3 of them huddle. It's got three of them. They're shiny. You think we could? I won't tell if you won't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Fine. We've got a deal.
Excellent. So here's one for you. He hands it over. He takes the other one out and he hands it over. He hands it over. Thank you so much for this fair trade. We'll be on our way.
You'd be best off if you head south.
Well, that wasn't the deal. We're heading north.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you. I definitely will appreciate your support as my new roadie, since you have accepted a fair trade, and that is one of my talents.
Yes. Where exactly are you heading?
We're heading to where your boss is heading. We're heading to the baby.
Oh, my boss isn't heading to the baby.
Your boss isn't heading to the baby. I thought you guys had the baby right now.
Well, yeah, of course we've got the baby.
Yeah,
but there's a fight happening there. My boss is at the country club.
Oh,
They don't want anything to do with the fight.
Right. We're going to go help finish the fight over the baby and make sure that that's concluded. So that's where we're heading.
I guess I can show you some of the way.
Yeah, that'd be great. And if you could
You two
vouch for us along the way, that's perfect.
stay on your posts. Don't let anybody through. The two of them go and move the fence over to let you through. All right, come on.
I salute them on the way through.
And this Patches, as his name now is, clicks his heel and his hover skates activate. And he hovers up 6 inches from the ground. Like, all right, come on. These things are only going to take us about halfway there. We got to go the rest of the way on foot.
Lead on, Patches.
The three of you
Ho.
go through the gate into town. You follow the streets, weaving in and out of old broken down cars. You head towards the airport, and you can hear the sounds of the fight getting louder as you go. You skate down some hills and past a raging waterfall on the side of the road, and go over a bridge over a wide river. You can see the laser fire higher and closer now, as wide shots fly up into the skies. You hear the shouts. You see a group of people running away from the direction of the airport. You pass old grocery stores that the parking lots are now filled with very well manicured grass. And as this grass becomes more prevalent, you see that ahead of you the street peters out into rolling golf course hills dotted with plazas and gas stations and other places that haven't been used in decades. All right, we're on foot from here. There's some fighting up ahead. Are you sure you want to do this? This doesn't seem great.
Well, it's not about what seems, Patches. It's about what is. And the three of us have a need to finish this fight over the baby.
As long as we're fighting for the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. So you've got like a little ground to cover before you get to the airport. You can hear the fighting close, and I think as you get a little closer, you are probably going to run the risk of running into somebody. How would you like to move forward here?
If we could like circumvent the fighting to get to just the baby, that'd be pretty great. Like, why engage in a bunch of fight and get damaged when we could just blow up the thing the fight is over?
Mm-hmm.
It's like little like blow up emojis going on.
So how would Pike like to lead as you try and circumvent the fighting? What would you want to do?
Yikes. I have kind of a silly idea, so I'm looking up the skill.
So I think your roadie here. Roadies add a D4 to rolls when they help. I think when he is in danger, he's gonna run away. You're gonna have help from your roadie until there is danger present.
That's fair.
I'm like, I could use science.
Science
With my bioanalysis suite, and maybe just kind of like, there's no people that way. Let's go that way.
Tell me about your bioanalysis suite.
So it's basically like it's a scan, generalized scan that I take in the data and then compute it. And typically it's used for things more localized in terms of like figuring out like maybe different nutrients in food or whatever's going on with like someone's body, like a muscle cramp. Oh, you need more potassium or whatever, or like things like that. But this is more of like a generalized, like wide scan to pick up anything with a pulse.
Okay. How wide do you think you can scan? If it's meant
How
to
wide
be
will you let me?
general, meant to be localized, you can move forward with your sensors scanning, but you've probably got a limit to how far it can go, and that limit is probably no bigger than an Olympic-sized pool.
Oh, I'm good with that.
That's still not huge. Like, yeah. But
I'm a former swimmer. I know how big an Olympic-sized pool is.
It's the size of the whole Olympics, right?
It is the size of the Olympics.
Yeah. That's like, what, 5-6 rings? Yeah, that's pretty good size.
It's at least 100 feet.
Yeah.
So.
It's 50 meters.
How many is that in, like, footballs? How many Subway sandwiches is that?
We're American. It is 164 feet.
So even more than I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's half a football field. Sports ball.
Cool. All right, so you're scanning.
Mm-hmm.
What can you add to that roll?
With
you're
the
using science
suite. So it's a D8 for
sci-fi.
science. Yeah. So D6 for look, D8 for bioanalysis suite. So this is why I grabbed my dice bag.
Tell me
the dice tray.
What happens on Pike's screen? What does Pike look like while scanning the proximity, leading their two companions through the very well cut grass?
So like the scan will go, which is of course like purple light, and there'll be like that kind of like do, and then do if there's no pulses.
Do you have like a sonar that's like going in a circle on your face screen?
I was thinking like loading screen and then like ding. But sure. All right, there's a D8. So I have 2 D8s and a D6.
I don't know that your roadie is helping with this. Unless you can describe your roadie helping with this.
Oh, well, we established that Patches also has a robotic eye.
It's true, but he keeps it under his patch. He might be a little embarrassed about it.
I think we asked him to take us the long way around. Which
Well, over here we have the old Walmart, followed by the half-price books. I think that place was called a movie theater. I don't know what a movie is.
Oh, a movie is just like a bunch of pictures that move and there's sound. They're quite good, actually.
Over here we have an Indian restaurant. This place was owned by somebody named Wendy.
Spicy. So yeah, that's how he's helping, by giving us the tour the long way around.
Great.
Away from the fighting. So 2d8s, a d6, and a d4. Yeah? Yeah.
Sounds right.
Boop.
No successes.
I got a 1, an 8, a 3, and a 6.
3 successes.
Show off.
All right. Your first success is that you do it. Your second success can be no blowback if you choose. Science is...
There's find a lead on here. It goes, you do it, no blowback. 1d6 boost, no more, heal more, find a lead.
Yep. What of those
Find
sounds
a
good?
lead.
So what does find a lead do for you? Where is this?
No idea.
Find a lead. Each time you buy this outcome, you discover a clue that points to new scientific research or exploration opportunity.
Oh.
That's more exploration opportunity.
No more is... Each time you buy this outcome, you learn one extra fact relevant to the situation that you did not know before. I may offer facts, or you may ask a yes-no question for each fact.
Ooh.
You're scanning, getting the local area. You could decide that you want to take blowback and take 2 of the other things and add to your ride or die pool.
We want that sucker. Building.
I got so distracted and my brain just went poof. Pike's short-term memory glitched.
You had 3 successes, right?
Mhm.
So
Right.
We'll start with that thing. 1 to
Stuck
succeed.
the other way.
1 to succeed.
1. Did you want to do the yes or no questions?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Yes or no questions.
Okay.
And then, since we
You
failed
can-
last time, do we get a blowback from that?
You got 1 from last time. There is currently a D4 in the pool.
Okay. You could clear a hazard. Oh,
We don't have
we don't
any
have
hazards currently.
Gain ground. We're not using vehicles.
So if you have the rule book,
Yep.
we will look on page 45
45.
and see the options for science are
Or
no more,
Oh,
heal more, find a lead.
8. There they are. No more, heal more, find a lead.
man, that's
And
a
I
good
know
idea for
I'm going to fail more
handy
rolls
having.
tonight. So
Find a lead.
decide
You
how
want to
much
find a lead. You're going to find something for more knowledge down the road. So that is you discover a clue, points to an opportunity.
Mhm.
Nice.
Okay. So as you go through these empty plazas. The sound of the battle weirdly muffled by the short grass all around you. There are some little groups of trees here and there, and as Patches leads you, he takes you to this place in between the plaza and what looks like an old apartment complex. and takes you into this sand trap where he gets down below the level of the edge and starts pointing out where things are. You can see from here, you can see the baby. It is the same baby that you took out of the sky a little while ago. You can see the scorch marks up the side of it where its engines overheated and blew. You can see some scaffolding up around the edges of it. And you can see on this big open grassy field with some sand traps and water hazards, you see a group of android people, cyborg people, hiding in little bunkers like the one that you're in right now and shooting out of the top. You see, as you're looking, you can see like a small group of golf commandos going from sand trap to sand trap, hunkered low with their golf bags slung over their shoulder. Their contents unknown to you right now.
Look like a bunch of Casey Jones.
They look like a bunch of Casey Jones. Yeah, they've got their visors on backwards. They've got the sleeves cut off like the people you saw earlier. They've got pastel paint on their cheeks, and one of them's moving forward with a golf flag, the 18th hole.
There you go.
All right, you get a yes or no question, and then if you have any ideas of what sort of clue, like just a general idea of what you could discover here.
We're at an airport.
You see what looks like a former airport. There is a long runway still. Everything around it is grass. You actually see some horses off in the distance, and an old hangar just beyond the baby. And you took 2 outcomes, so there is going to be some blowback here.
Wow.
But that's great. You added a D6 to your pool.
My yes or no question. It sounds like there's just a big open area that we're going to have to somehow get across without being seen.
Yeah, pretty much.
Big open area, but there are like sand traps, there are water hazards. It's like little groups of trees. There's probably like a picturesque bridge somewhere. Maybe a patio with like some tables with umbrellas.
At the snack shack. Yeah.
It's fancier than the snack shack, AJ. Come on. These people want to return to the old ways that were so strongly exemplified by golf clubs. The richer, the better. So there's like, I think there's actually like a place where maybe there's even like a force field where there's a group of like wealthy people just sitting there watching the battle. Just
perfect.
Eating their I don't know, salmon cakes.
A force field with rich people behind it?
Yeah.
A force field that maybe we could hijack for our own use?
We can now.
Is that your yes or no question?
I guess.
Is it hijackable? Yes. Will it require some work to hijack it? Yes.
Did you just say that they're eating seafood in a post-apocalyptic place in the Midwest?
It looks like salmon cakes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like that salmon tin my uncle pulled out of my nanny's freezer. It was so
It's just bulging, ready to explode.
Yeah, she was like, "It looks fine. It's probably good." And they're like, "No."
They do this over in what's that gnarly tin stuff that they eat over like Iceland, Norway. Have you seen that? Where they open it and it's a fermented fish. Have you?
I know.
Yeah.
I know
I
what
know
you
what
speak
it.
of, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Makes gefilte fish look like,
We should all get some and
sushi.
do it on Hopco next month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, you won't be here, so you don't.
I don't
I'll
know.
say
We're
no on
notorious
your
for not
behalfs.
finishing the story, so Christmas version part 4, right?
Oh, there you go. Asian carp. The Illinois
Asian
River
carp.
is chock full. There you go.
Zach is full of helpful suggestions.
Thanks, Zach.
Didn't we say that we are here to make a trade with the boss as well? I think the boss is right over there. We maybe could go talk to them, or you could go talk to them and distract them.
I don't want to cross a battlefield. No, thank you. I think
We had a
I
force
think
field.
I led you far enough, and I'm gonna take off.
Well, your assistance was greatly appreciated.
Good luck.
Robot hand on the shoulder.
Ow.
Don't forget to rake the sand before you go.
I'll leave that for later. Laser's going right over the pit that you're in. And he scrambles out the other side.
So here's two options. Either we somehow make it across this entire field without being noticed, or
Seems
we
likely.
seal that force field.
Also seems likely. I like both
Seal
these
that
choices.
force field, and then they can't shoot us because we're behind a force field.
You
And
see the
that's
lasers
absolutely indestructible logic there.
What?
Okay.
Pike, what are the effects of this laser fire on the human body? Is it an improvement?
They hit and they're just gone. It's like the Mandalorian.
Oh, so they're disintegrating guns.
Disintegrating.
Yeah.
Right.
They're disintegrating.
Yeah.
They're Let's just
Every
say
time
you
I've
get
shot
hit by
someone,
one of those and you won't feel anything ever again.
won't be anything ever again.
I don't think I like that idea.
Would it affect me? Do I see it hit like an object?
You see it hit the force field and it just goes boom.
See, that's why we need the force field.
I like this idea about the force field.
It's just leaving black streaks on other things that it hits.
Oh, so I should be fine. It's you two we need to worry about.
So you just want to walk over there and pick up the force field and walk it over here?
Is our roadie still nearby?
You see him if you peek your head over, you see him going from tree to tree, ducking under a bridge, peeking up, going off towards the plaza.
He's too far away. It would have been absolutely funny to steal his visor to make it look like I'm.
He's still within your Olympic pool sized area.
Yeah, that's out of reach. All right, let's go get that force field, and I'm just gonna go get the force field.
Great.
You two stay here, or at least stay low.
You get up and out of this bunker, and as you do, the cyborgs, their environmental suites pick you up as you get closer to the battlegrounds, and laser fire starts coming in your direction, and I'm gonna have you roll to avoid getting hit.
Show me their moves. Hey, so earlier, would you say that there was a discovery?
Of a force
I do
field,
it.
yes.
Make a check mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a discovery that may or may not benefit everybody. So yeah, I think that counts.
Cool.
Pike, don't forget
Uh,
the peace symbol on your screen so everyone knows to stop shooting at you.
And there's like a white flag.
Yeah, just a waving white flag. Just a GIF. As Pike gets out of the sand trap and begins to make their way towards the force field, what's Maxwell? What's Muppet Maxwell doing?
Muppet Maxwell is, I think he's looking at range and how to actually get to the baby. Because it looks like he's right now they're gonna have to do some fancy maneuvering from bunker to bunker to even think about getting to that baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like you can probably see sort of a zigzag path from the bunker to some water to some tree cover to the place where these people are dining. Yeah, I think the place where Pike is headed is about a quarter of the way between where you are and where the baby is.
So Maxwell thinks that a distraction would be the best way for her to be able to get to the force field. Because if she brings that down, that's another distraction. And then we can like pinch her move.
What sort of distraction would you like to do?
I think it will be a foolish one where he takes out his hover scooter while blaring his boombox and making more loud noises and going from cover to cover, from bunker to bunker to bunker to bunker. That's his goal. Kicking up white sand with, rooster tails and.
Great. Let's get that roll. What do you want to be rolling for this? I'm going to say that you can't use your hoverboard. I mean,
Okay.
You can use it, but you can't use your die for it because you're not going as fast as you could because you're not over metal. You're over dirt and grass.
Okay.
But if you've got a boombox die.
I got a boombox. I want
Does your
to
boombox
use...
have
part of my gear.
Okay.
It's my gear. I want to use so then that's also, I guess that's part of my looks and persona, right? I want to use my brass, my move.
Okay.
Which is upgraded.
Oh, okay, cool. So you got a badge that allowed you to upgrade the die?
Oh no, that's for that's for move. Yeah. No, that's moves. Okay. No, I'm gonna use brass. I got a re-roll ones for using wheels.
Okay.
So basically I want to do a rad stunt
doing a rad stunt.
Yeah. I want to kick rooster tails and basically show that this is where commandos are, and draw fire on those positions.
Great.
And 5, a 7, and a 2. So that is 2.
Yeah. So you do it. That's your first one.
Do it.
What do you want to do for the second one? You can avoid blowback. Moves is you do it faster. Lose a hazard isn't really a thing, or you can pass a d6 to the next player.
We're doing pass a boost.
Pass a boost.
Pass
cool.
a boost. I like pass.
And that makes sense for
yeah.
distracting. So as soon as Pike leaves the sand trap, Muppet pops out on his hoverboard, kicking up dust behind him, blasting the tunes. What's on the radio?
Some Misfits. After our last session a month ago, I went and listened to a bunch of Misfits, and then swiftly forgot all the things, but probably their classic "Die My Darling."
This one was dedicated to a group of rebels down on the southeast side of town, fighting the good fight.
Fighting the good fight.
So you've got the Misfits blasting, and you see shots aiming towards you, going over your head. I think they stop shooting towards Pike and begin shooting towards Muppet. At least the cyborgs do. The caddies still only have eyes for Pike. As they go from bunker to bunker, you see one of them take something out of one of those bags on their back. They've got a bazooka.
Ooh.
Aiming towards Pike. What are you going to do?
Fun. That's another useful thing that I could take. Pike is using moves. This is one big floor routine.
Nice.
Great.
So I've got a D10 for moves. I've got a D8 for using my culture database, because I'm playing Michael Jackson. We got Misfits going over there. I've got Michael Jackson.
Perfect.
All right. What is Gallop playing? Hunkered down in the bunker.
All by myself.
I think Gallop is like unwrapping a granola bar and is just sitting in the sand pit listening to the Mighty Boss Tones.
Nice.
I have no idea how good of a combination this actually is, but it's Michael Jackson and the Spice Girls. So why not?
Boy. What a combo.
What a combo.
Now.
If anyone can make it work, it's Pike. Maybe it was
sure
like
there's an
somebody who
AI,
did like a cover or something. I don't know. But and then I have why did I pull this again? Look.
It's a D12.
No, it's my D6 for look.
I
I mean, I think anything gymnastics
leotard?
is cute. Anything gymnastics is cute. We've
Do you
just
have
got like the
ribbons?
bright, cheery
What does
like,
your face
face,
look
like
Yeah.
like bright, cheery face, just like the performer's smile. As I'm doing, like minor dance moves and then like big tumbles and flips and somersaults.
Great.
And then like the
Cool. Let's see how well you do.
okay. And I got a boost from the last one, which is
You did. A D6.
Cool. So I have 2d6, a d10, and a d8. I think I have. So I had a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 7.
So a 7
It's
is
two?
one success.
One success.
And 8 would be 2. Is this the thing that you can re-roll your 1?
Nope.
Or no?
That is bullseye.
Okay. All right. So with 1 success, you do it. You get through this battlefield. You bypass the bazooka. You see the rocket shooting out of it, and as you do a cartwheel, it just goes right between your legs as you come over the top, and you get to the force field, and you slowly press through it, and with a whoop, you're on the inside, and a bunch of really scared elderly people in their button-down shirts, light plaid, little sunglasses. You can smell food that doesn't matter to you at all, but you can smell food.
Can I smell it?
Maybe.
Sensors?
Do you have that sort of
Yeah.
sensor?
Yes, absolutely. Of course.
Yeah.
Would you count this
You're
as
sweating
danger
out, Holly.
evaded?
Danger evaded. Yeah, that sounds like you evaded some danger. You didn't get bazookaed.
I got 3.
Yeah.
You cartwheeled through a battlefield. You got 3?
Yep.
Okay. I believe you can get badges in the middle of a game.
Can you?
I think so. Well, if you want to look at your options, that would be on page 98. Yeah, so you've got your move ones are right at the top of 98. And you get into the force field. Bunch of surprise, scared people.
Hello.
Put down their wine glasses and look at you and consider running, and then
Oh, I recommend you run as I
They
turn
do.
around and grab the force field box.
yeah, they run. Tell me what the force field box looks like. It's not huge. The force field is smaller than an Olympic pool.
It may be like it's like half an Olympic pool, if you will.
I would say it's like a backyard pool.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I was thinking like toaster, so that's good to know. It's a little bigger than I thought.
Yeah, I feel like the box itself is like a toaster size that has like the projection of like the ray that goes from
Bigger
it.
than a bed box.
I'm gonna make
Looks
it
like
a
a
little
Kanto.
bit bigger than a toaster because you rolled 1 success, so you've got blowback. This
Okay.
thing, you're gonna have to use at least one arm, like on the shoulder, to hold this thing at all times.
It's the size of
It's-
an old school ice cream maker.
Oh, where's
Like
the guy with the
a
bazooka? I want
Cantono?
that too.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I hoist that up on one shoulder and then I look for the guy with the bazooka.
They as they see that you have made it through the force field and that their elders are running, that group of caddy commandos are now headed in your direction, and I think Gallop and Muppet see that as well.
I think now's the perfect time to make a break for it for the force field.
If we make eye contact, me and the bazooka guy, I'm like, hello, can I borrow that too?
Gallop's gonna have to get. So, I think these caddy commandos are directly between you and the force field. What would you like to do?
Well, I want to be in
There
the
are only-
force field, and I don't.
There are only
want them
4
to
of them
be
that
force-
haven't been disintegrated.
What do I want to do with them?
Bouncy castle.
I would love to inflate a bouncy castle around them, but I don't have one. I do have a flare gun, so I think I'm going to shoot near them at the driest patch of grass I can find. And then,
This grass is very well watered.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They're wasting a ton of water.
that's a good point.
It's called irrigating, and they do a lot of reclamation.
The water stinks. Okay.
You can tell by the way that Pike had to get through the force field that if you were to shoot the force field with your thing that you just mentioned, flare gun, it would probably bounce off. It would not absorb.
But it wouldn't go in. It would bounce off.
It would not go in. It seems like it's a droideka force field.
Yep.
You have to be slow.
Or it's got to pass over it. Yeah.
So I desperately want to do a trick shot. It is also the thing I'm the worst at. But yeah,
Do
I
it with your
think
dreams.
I mean, it's not working out for me to go with the things I know, and I think Gallop realizes that this is there's few moments in life when you you got to try something new. You may not be very good at it, but what's working isn't working anymore. And so he hops up out of the bunker and starts running towards Pike in the force field, and takes out his flare gun and shoots it over the head of the caddies so it'll bounce back at them and make them duck. And then I think his plan is to leap over and then tuck and roll, as Pike taught him how to do, and into the force field.
All right.
I'll take my
Tell me what you're
D4
rolling.
for a for bullseye, I guess is what I'm after here, using bullseye.
Mhm.
So that's a D4, and then I've got a D4 for my flare gun. And then, I'm definitely in need of the ride or die pool here.
We've got a D4 and a D6. You might as well take the D4.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. And now I only want to roll D4s, so I think that's all that there is. I'm sure I could work.
So how many do you have?
Look in there, but I've got 3 D4s.
You only have 3? Are you sure you don't want to try to use your style?
How could I incorporate some skater-esque things?
I mean, if you're like trying to skate and then skate over them, that's a sick trick.
Yeah,
of some sort that I don't know the name of.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. So I added a D6. We're going to do a sick trick. Here we go. 1, 3, 4, 4. Haha!
4, 4. You do it. Do you want to avoid blowback or do you want something else?
Yeah, I think I want to avoid blowback.
How many shots does your flare gun have?
Probably just the one.
Yeah, so if you wanted to get some blowback, you can use less ammo. Which means maybe you've got a second one somewhere. You could also cause panic.
Ooh. Okay, I'll take blowback, and I want to cause panic. That's absolutely what I want to do.
We're adding the D4 back into the pool, and what do you do?
So, I think that there's a couple of the some grody looking golf balls, not the pristine one I traded earlier, that have just kind of smattered the battlefield, fallen out of the bags of the caddies as they go, and so Gallop
they've like fallen out of the they've been shot out of the golf guns that they've got, which are like potato guns except they fit golf balls.
Perfect.
And so Gallop takes the opportunity to pull out his hoverboard, his hover scooter again, knowing that it's not going to work very well on the ground, and aims precisely for a set of these balls to become wheels under the hoverboard instead of turning it on. Whips out that flare gun, and then at the right moment kick flips or something over the caddies as the flare is coming back under. It's this epic shot of the flare comes right back underneath his hoverboard and lands in front of the caddies and goes whoosh, and they panic.
There's a burst of fire and they panic and scatter left and right, and as they scatter they break formation and don't make it to the nearest sand trap, and you see as one of them gets hit by a laser, and you make it to the yes, you make it to the force field. Maxwell.
There's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Thanks, Pike.
How does Maxwell get to the force field?
Maxwell gets done with his rooster tails, and I'm
not gonna make you roll. You just tell me what you do.
Oh,
you got a force field. You don't have anybody in your way.
I think he continues to do rooster tails and duck down behind. He's not going to trust these bots. they're out for him once. They're going to be out for him again. So he will continue on his rooster tail run back to Pike.
Yep, you dust up a cloud of sand as you make your way from bunker to bunker, and you kick off the edge of one of them and land on the force field and just sink through.
It's like jelly. It's like the ball pit.
All right, you've got a bit of battleground to cross between you and the baby, and Andrew, you took blowback. As you begin to make your way, as these lasers are absorbed by the force field around you, you can hear a humming begin, this rhythmic thrum from the baby.
Oh no. It's starting. Let's go. Stat.
What is the fastest way to get to this airplane hangar, while remaining in your dome, your protective dome, while avoiding people? Because people are bad. You get people in here, they got bazookas. How do you want to do it?
I think one of us has to carry the force field generator, over our head.
Yeah.
And sprint in a straight line for the baby. And then the other two just gotta make sure nobody gets inside.
Great. So Pike can do it one-handed. I think Muppet and Gallop would have to use both hands to carry this thing.
Yeah. I got a deformed body.
I will just I got the carrying down.
Yeah. As you begin your run towards the hangar and the airstrip, that rhythmic thrumming from the baby is constant and loud, and eventually you see this like ring of dust come out from around it as something on it activates, and these groups of caddies and cyborgs who are fighting each other. You are running in between them, and I think you're coming close to a couple groups, and as you have this protective element, some people are going to try and get in. A group of caddies comes in from one side. They've got their sharpened golf clubs raised high. They move as slowly as they can through this moving thing and try to make their way in. What do Gallop and Muppet do?
Muppet, I think they're yours.
I hate to do it, but not really. SMGs them. Watch out for some ricochet. Here we go.
Let's get your roll.
These poor guys. That's brass. But bullseye. And SMG's good.
Is that Super Mario Galaxy?
No. And I think he was going to use his cowboy, and he's gonna flick his poncho up and goes, "You picked the wrong bubble, partners," and he's gonna open up on him.
All right, tell me what you're rolling.
I got a D12, D6, and D6.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What badge did you take for that skill?
It's my bullseye.
What does that do?
My bullseye for enemy dusted. I get upgrades.
So your bullseye.
And I took steady hand reroll, which is reroll
okay.
1.
Rerolling a 1. Cool.
Only I got a 3 out of it. I got a 4 and a 5.
A 4 and a 5. That is 2. You do it, which is gonna hit one of these people. And what do you want your second one to be? You want to do another hit? Do you want to use less ammo? Avoid blowback? Pass a boost?
Kind of want to cause panic.
Cause panic. So this group of caddies, as they see you, open fire with what sort of gun do you have? What is it?
It's a submachine gun.
Like? It's submachine gun.
Yeah, it's the.
But you're like wielding it like a cowboy. Like you
drew from the hip, and it's a sprayer. You know, lots of little 9mm ammo going, and so it makes a lot of noise. It sprays a lot, and I think that being caught in a bubble with something that's shooting a lot is rather frightening when all you have is a sharpened club.
Yeah, so you hit the first one to come through. You hit him right in the arm, and as the other people see that you are armed and dangerous, they don't come through the bubble. But on the other side of the bubble, a group of cyborgs come in with their chainsaw swords. What does Gallop do?
Hey, Muppet, I think these are for you.
Yeah.
I was just like, chainsaw swords. Yeah, I hate Muppet. Shoot them too. I don't have any ammo.
Our ride or die pool is now a 4, 6, and 8.
Yeah. Is it still my turn?
No, it's Gallop's turn.
Gallop's turn, but Gallop doesn't want to face chainsaw wielding cyborgs.
Gallop has to do something.
All right. So I think Gallop sees that Muppet's busy, unfortunately. And so he pulls out he still has his hoverboard scooter, and he's got the handle for it, and he pulls it up and, like a pair of nunchucks, prepares himself for battle.
Okay. These people with their like half chrome bodies walk slowly, determined, Terminator style towards you. What are you rolling?
Can I roll sway? This is the most this is an unknown martial art, or so it seems. And persuade them, sway them to not enter the bubble.
It looks like
sway though.
It looks like Drunken Master, but he's moving in an erratic way.
Okay, yeah, you're trying to convince them that you know what you're doing. Sure. I'm going to say that you cannot gain a roadie out of this, though.
I'm not offering a trade, so I suppose that's. Although now I want to, that's fair though. All right, so that's so sway's a D8 for me.
Okay.
I do think that this still looks, skater-esque. The baggy cargo plaid shorts, the cool.
I mean, that's just what you look like. What is it that you are doing that exudes 90s skater ska punk?
Well, the swishing nunchuck action of the hoverboard is like what you are supposed to do with those things, right?
How are you swishing a hoverboard?
So the handle at the top, it's on a
okay,
hinge.
it's a scooter.
It's a scooter. Yeah.
It's
always
a
been a
razor
hover
scooter.
scooter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least in my mind. I don't know if this was established that before.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, no, I
what we
pictured
said,
this
yeah.
as
I have written down
the after of Back to the Future hoverboard. rather than the before.
The before.
Okay. Sure.
So, there's lots of this and this and this.
Yeah. So you're doing like the classic scooter moves where like you're spinning it around and then you put it on the ground and you spin it, you hop over it.
Yep.
And that sort of stuff. Great. Okay. Perfect.
Excellent. And this is my hover scooter, so I get a D6 for that, right?
It's good.
Sure. Yeah. You've got a 4, a 6, and an 8 in the ride or die as well. If you need them.
I mean, I always need them. Yeah, I'm gonna take the D8.
Wow.
So I've got 2 8s and 2 6s. Because I don't want to be cut with a chainsaw. I desperately don't want to be cut with a chainsaw sword.
No.
I'm gonna get cut with a chainsaw sword.
No.
What did you roll?
I got 2, 3, and a 5. So I got 1 success.
Oh, that is impressive. All right, so that is a success. You do intimidate these people to some extent, and they back off. There is blowback. We're putting the D8 back in the pool. They, yeah, I think they. It's a spider. I don't know if you can see it. Just hanging right here. They see you being weirdly impressive with your scooter. You whip it around, and it's shiny and chrome, and it looks dangerous to these people who know shiny and chrome. And they back off out of the bubble that you're in, and you see another blast of steam or smoke or something coming out from under the baby, and it begins to hover as it takes off.
Now would be an excellent time to bazooka the thing.
This is our fifth member of Hopco.
Hello, Spider.
Steve the Spider.
Steve.
He's very small.
What podcast are you on, Steve?
The Adventures of Steve the Spider. It's an actual play. They use the Fate system. It's about a world filled with spiders. I'm gonna leave him alone, and maybe he won't bother me.
Yeah, right.
Moving in a really okay.
Hey,
all right, so the baby's
in the hospital because he got bit by a spider.
It's so small, it can't be dangerous, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's a spider. My nemesis.
It'll leave you alone if you leave him alone.
That's false.
Go. He's gonna go live in my keyboard. Okay.
My drawing hand.
As you make your way towards the baby, you see it begin to hover. The two groups that were initially coming after you back off and start fighting each other. Sharpened golf clubs versus chainsaw swords. It goes exactly as you expect it to, and you are very close to the baby now. You can see there are people. Yes?
You moving away from the spider it tickles me. Do you want a minute? Do you want to take a break? You can do.
No, he's fine. Okay. I just have to keep an eye on him because I don't want him to
spider
go in my mouth or something.
Stuck in your beard.
Yeah. Yeah, you're very close to the baby now, and
I got an idea.
I got an idea too. So as you get close to the baby, it begins to hover away from the ground, and as it does, these panels on the sides open up, and these spidery legs pop out of the sides.
Oh, joy.
I lost it, and that's frightening.
See, I told you.
Steve could be anywhere now.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
It's all good.
What do you want to do? There are people around. You see mechanics scattering, moving off into the old airport buildings. You see this scaffolding as the steam blows out from under the baby. The scaffolding falls down to the ground, and you can hear the clatters of metal and wood on the runway. What's next? What do you do?
Board baby, blow it up from the inside.
With a spider on board, apparently.
Oh yeah.
There's like there's like exclamation point plus question mark
Yeah.
right now.
Well, if you remember, the baby is nothing more than like this hovering platform that like grabs people and puts it in its mouth and then ejects it out the back in some, well, turn us into doo-doo, so.
Spider. Hey, Steve. Bye, Steve.
You good? All right, cool. You just hang out up there. Yeah.
Yes,
So as you get closer, those spidery arms reach out, like searching for anybody within reach.
Fun. I don't think it could do anything to me if it grabbed me. Probably.
Turn you into parts. Then there would be lots of you and lots of different people.
That's even worse than anything that it could do to you guys.
Yeah.
Right? Can you imagine trying to run, every morning on just one of your legs? Yeah, I wouldn't advise it. I got an idea. We use the force field as like a big balloon with our razor scooters bouncing off of it because we're going fast enough. It's going to bounce us off like a projectile up into it.
I could probably supercharge the force field. Yeah.
Right?
I could just throw you.
Or we could
You could throw the force field with
Like
you in
it.
it.
Like a cheerleader, like alley.
With a bubble.
Yeah, I like this idea. Yeah.
Which part?
The
Supercharge the.
Yeah, supercharge the force field so it doesn't as easily let things through it, even moving slow, and then get chunked on top of it to then blow it up, right? Like we're creating like a bubble with the force.
Are you
field.
thinking like Muppet in a hamster ball? I was thinking like bouncing
That's
off
what I
the
thought.
bubble.
Bouncing off the bubble? Oh, we'd like use the but if we use the hamster ball method, then we still have the force field when we reach the baby. In case
there was that
I roll poorly and we end up inside of it.
Yeah, let's hamster ball it.
Okay, so how are you hamster balling it? So, Gallup's going to supercharge it, and then Pike's going to throw it, and the force of throwing it is going to take the three of you along with it.
Ooh!
I like the physics of this.
Yes,
like the sphere of death that they do, where they get the motocross bikes in the iron.
No, this is what's actually happening. Pike is
and
going, and it just gets lifted up. Cartoon logic. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a
sounds
roll
like a
from
rad
Gallup
stunt to me.
to supercharge.
All right. Binoculars, metal detector, hawk glove. I still have the falconer's glove, right? Can you use it as parts?
Yeah.
To help supercharge this.
There
What do we
goes your
get?
connection to
Razorbeak.
Razorbeak bird song.
Free bird.
Free bird.
I mean, I'll still see Razorbeak every day. She didn't seem like she wanted to leave her chicks anyway.
Yeah, but you won't have that electronic connection anymore.
Yes.
Maybe they'll have a connection to a force field, and then there'll be force field Razorbeak Freebird.
Yes. If we can get to the part of this story where Razorbeak arrives because I use the Hawk Club and Razorbeak takes down the baby, I'm a happy camper. So yes, we are going to use the Hawk Glove in here. That's
We should
a
absolutely
D6.
summon Razorbeak.
And
Everyone knows the Eagles come at the end. It would have been so much faster if the Eagles just, start at the beginning. Come on.
I mean, I guess.
And
taking
as
a
previously
picture of
established, Gallop does love to use his helmet whenever he's working on electronics as a tool, just to get his look in there.
Like that?
You put one part this way and you put one part this way and you kind of like push them together, but they've got to stay connected for that brief second. And so then it's whack, and then he'll whack it with the visor of the, smacking it.
If I ever need mechanical work, I do not want you to be my mechanic.
I got a D10 in tools, so this is fine, right?
Oh, nice. Everything's fine.
All right. I got a 10 and 2 6s here.
Good luck.
I've got a 9, a 4, and a 4.
Wow. That's a lot of successes. Good job. Good job. That's all your successes for the rest of the year. I hope you know that.
Yep. No, I do know this.
Yeah.
5
Good thing
successes.
the year is almost done.
5 successes. All right.
You said 2 9s, right?
I just had 1 9 and 2 4s.
2 4s. 4 successes.
4 successes.
Okay. Cool. And what skill did you use? Science?
I used tools.
Tools. All right. So with tools, your options here are... Where's tools? Fix more, upgrade it, less supplies. So...
Less supplies, so you still have the gauntlet.
Fix more. Each time you buy, you repair damage. We didn't have any damage. Upgrade it. Each time you buy this outcome, you may add a new trait or increase the quality of a piece of gear you are crafting or repairing. And less supplies is exactly what it sounds like. You build or repair without the supplies usually required. So with crafting, we are on page 81, and let's see. All right, so with you do it, you create gear with the poor quality, but you can increase the quality with your successes that you rolled. So upgrade it will increase the quality or add a trait. I assume you're going with no blowback, but yeah. you could use upgrade it 3 times if you wanted to. Yeah.
Wait, what happens when we get the full gamut at the end of the games?
The full rider die pool is...
Because we did that both times.
I don't think you did that both times.
Definitely did it last time.
At the end of the session, all dice are discarded. If you discarded one of each die size, then you may gain... You did do this, definitely. You added a mark anywhere on your character sheet. I remember you doing that.
All right. Okay.
You don't get more. Okay. So what would you like to do?
So, yeah, I think... How is our rider die pool? Is it currently full?
You have 3. You have
We have the
a
3,
D4,
so we
D6,
have
D8.
There's space for one more.
You have space for 2 more
We won't
because it
do
goes to
one.
12.
Goes to 12. I didn't pull out any D12, so that'll be tougher for me. So I want to upgrade it. I want
Okay.
to do it.
From poor to good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Uh.
good is worth a D6 when you roll to use this item.
Okay.
You can upgrade it again for a D8.
We'll upgrade it again for a D8.
Okay.
And
Great. Like it.
then fix more is add a trait to it.
A trait.
Is that right?
Yeah. Upgrade it also adds traits. That's
okay.
what it is. So our traits are rapid fire, reckless, flawless, powerful, extra mag. Is that right? No, add traits. Yeah, those are some traits.
Okay.
So powerful increases the die size of the gear by 1. Flawless does the same, but it must be properly maintained every day. These are pretty specific to guns. I may be looking at a list that is for weapons, but that's sort of the idea.
Yeah. So I'm hoping for the trait impenetrable.
Oh, where is that?
I'm making it
What
up.
page you got?
I don't
You're
have
making
it
it
on
up.
the page. I'm trying to
Great.
find the page with traits to pick from the book, but I'm saying
I found
out
some
loud,
traits on page 81.
81.
Almost there.
All the stuff on gear is around the high 70s and
Yes.
80s.
Okay. Okay. So it's rapid fire. Oh, that's the only ones we've got. Okay. Reckless, flawless, powerful.
You can make it like so right now it's dependable. You could make it expendable maybe or yeah, so it's a one-time use D12 as opposed to a constant D8.
So what I'm hoping I'm creating, and maybe this is the traits from the two
Yeah.
things, is that
Let's hear what you're creating.
yeah, we're supercharging the shield and creating not just we've got the half cone for it right now, or the half sphere.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it a full sphere when it's lifted
Yeah.
high enough off the ground.
Okay.
And then with that, we're also going to, at least temporarily, prevent anything from passing through it. It becomes more solid for it. So that is indeed something you can bounce in. Because I want to create one of those inflatable hamster ball things
Sure.
that people are in.
Did you decide to
You're
take blowback?
I hadn't decided yet because I didn't know how far I was getting with this. So I've got one
Okay.
success left to spend. Maybe on a blowback, maybe not.
Or on a boost for the next player?
Correct.
Yeah, I think doing it with your successes, you can make the thing that you want to make.
Okay.
Yeah. I think unless you use I think it was use less, then you are using the whole gauntlet.
Yes. And if I have to spend another success on this upgrade, I will and accept the blowback. But I would like for, as the gauntlet is used up, the wireless communication tool in it is connected to Razorbeak Freebird.
You 100% have to spend the final success to do that.
I thought I might, and I shall.
Yeah. So as you get this final thing connected, you plug the last thing in, and the computer systems inside this thing let out this beautiful hawk screech. And as you do, there's this like whoomp, and everything around you just goes up as a bubble is formed. And with your blowback, it forms before, like, you don't get all the dirt, but you definitely got some of the dirt down below. So this thing is going to be full of dirt as you begin to move it around, and you just made a little crater under where you are.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, what's
There's some
the
poor
next
caddy
part
going,
of this?
You created a divot! No!
Yeah, you just made a new sand trap. What's the next part of this ridiculous plan? As the baby, a couple dozen feet away from you, begins to hover into the air. Its little spidery claws are reaching out, and you see one of them grab somebody and pick it up and just drop them right into its blowhole.
Somehow
Yum,
I'm
yum.
tossing us to the baby
Yeah.
from inside the bubble.
Or we take our hover scooters and go really fast and make it gyro up.
I mean, you are still standing on the ground.
Jump punch.
The ground is inside the bubble.
But the ground would lift if the bubble was lifted because of how we made the force field, right?
Yeah, yeah. You just got to punch it really hard.
I think the machine of the force field is just sort of sitting in the middle. Nobody actually has to touch it anymore. It's just kind of stuck, hovering at the center of this
better.
bubble.
So good at this.
Okay.
You want to like jump and
I'm going-
punch the bubble so that it
Yeah, I guess
bounces.
so.
Do it.
Like Pike, like kind of like goes into like a squat, and then directs pretty much a lot of power into the like leg hydraulics,
Mm-hmm.
and then just jumps and hits the bubble to hopefully like propel it to go up.
Let's,
like Superman pose.
You want to use moves, muscle, bullseye,
Bullseye.
precision.
No, she wants to use whoopass.
That
You're not beating up the bubble.
no, I am attempting
You're
to
using the
I am-
bubble as a giant golf ball shooting out of this big golf ball potato gun of life.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just a little like, I don't know what's going on here.
We're trying to hit a trick shot and get it up and in, right?
Pretty
So
much.
D8 for bullseye.
You want to get to the baby's blowhole, so you can bomb the baby from above.
Yeah, aim for the blowhole because I'm sure that the diameter of the force field is just a bit bigger,
Just larger.
than the blowhole. We're just gonna clog it. Yes.
Well, and it's going to try to hit it and smash it down. Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Our current pool is
We're going with sci-fi for look because the hiss and pump of hydraulics to going like
yeah. As you charge up, does your like purple transparent, does that all just like glow?
yeah.
Or
There's
are there
like
like
some
lines
there's, like,
of
some-
light that just go?
There's like lines of light.
Perfect.
I got nothing for gear. I am the gear.
It doesn't sound like you're using gear, but you do have a 4, 6, 8, and 10 in your ride or die pool if you want to use any of them.
And the
I'm
force
taking that
field gives
10.
an 8. It's two, still 2, right?
That is true. The force field is an 8.
Gear.
Huh. Okay, so I've got 2 8s, a 10, and a 6.
Pretty good.
And theoretically I can re-roll ones. So Well, I don't need to re-roll one. I got an 8 and a 6 and 2 4s.
Wow. You did better than Andrew.
The 8 was on the 10, just
It's
to
not
be
a surprise.
transparent.
It's not hard.
8,
The dice
6,
gods don't
and
like
2
Andrew
4s.
and they like me. We all know
Yeah.
this.
So 8, 6, 2 4s. You got 5 successes. I don't think any of the ones specific to Bullseye really super work for this, so I would assume that you're going to succeed and take no blowback. And Erica's gone.
Oh, no. We'll be right back. Better computer restarted.
While we're figuring this out, I'll be right back. Oh, you're here. I'll still be right back.
like introduce like again.
Yeah.
Joy.
Yeah. And we're back. Steve, stepped on the cable and unplugged Erica's camera somehow.
Yeah.
But yeah, where were we? We were victorious
You're
in
about
defeating
to
Big Baby.
blast the ball into the baby's blowhole.
Yep.
So we got a success to do it.
That.
We got a success for no blowback. You mentioned clogging the hole earlier. Do you want to do that with one of your additional successes?
Can I count this as limit pushed?
Absolutely. The limits of reality. Yeah, so what does it look like when Pike breaks reality for a second here?
It's just a flash of purple light and then we're in the air.
Yeah. Great. Gallop and Muppet don't even see what happens. And the ball, now filled with raining bits of dirt, is flying through the air towards the top of the baby. The glow of it. What color is it, Andrew?
I was picturing the light orb thing, the blue pink.
Cesta.
Yeah. Gungan shield technology colors.
Perfect. It goes up through the air, through the cool blue autumnal sky, and we see it hang there for a second. And then it comes down on top of the baby, and you hear thoof, as it goes partway into the hole. This impenetrable shield you now see is sort of like buckled in a little bit as it is completely clogging this thing. The pincer arms of the baby start poking at it, and they're too forceful, and they just bounce off the top of the bubble. You can see down into the hole now. What does Muppet remember of his baby time?
Muppet remembers when he was. Muppet came from like the dirt farmers, and so they took over.
Yeah, down to the south.
Yeah, they're from the south, and he remembers coming out of the. I think he was on like a recon at the old Chuck E. Cheese when the baby came over, and so the baby was grabbing all these different parts and people that were fleeing out of it because we're looking for supplies still, and it was like this horrendous thing of grinding gears, swirling of scissors, and sound of rivet guns and animatronics and a conveyor belt and a lot of screaming and whining.
You can see down into the baby under your feet. You can see the conveyor belt and the arms of the thing with scissors, and you hear like the this rhythmic sound from inside it, and you just catch the tail end of the cyborg who was grabbed by the baby before you bounced up here, and you can see just a hint of pink as they go off into the baby's bowels.
Don't want to go through there.
How do you want to stop the baby once and for all? It's a bummer you don't have the bazooka to blast the baby.
I wanted the bazooka. The guy ran away too fast. This thing was very heavy to carry.
Muppet does it. He is the bazooka.
That is the bazooka.
He's got his arm cannon and his bullseye, which is upgraded twice. So
I think you need to go down there to do it, though. I don't think you've got it from out here.
No. His hope is to be the kernel of corn. Goes in whole, comes out whole.
That's
No.
certainly a mantra, Muppet. Maybe we can work on a new one another time.
Well, you know.
We'll work
So-
on it. It's okay.
Love it.
What I think what he wants to do is he wants to send this.
Yeah,
my
there you go.
Echo?
Ice cream.
He's got ice cream. I got dinner waiting in the microwave. Is it a spider?
No, it's not a spider.
What she had?
It is apple crumble and ice cream. So,
Oh man.
yeah, Muppet. How are we destroying the baby?
Yeah, we're gonna blow it up from the inside.
Because the
We're gonna find
weakness
the-
is
the-
at like the center, like the reactor in the middle will cause a chain reaction.
Yep.
I assume.
Absolutely. Yep. We took it
It's
out. We
fully
popped it from the-
operational, baby.
Uh-huh. You know, we burst the diaper last time. This time we got to go from the inside.
We got to work on your metaphors there, Muppet. But that's for another time.
Yeah. So we all know there's a big power source in there. So
There
we
is.
either got to take it or blow it up.
You're currently suspended a good 25 feet above the interior of this thing. What is the next move for you? It'll be one thing to just power down the shield, which is currently being assaulted from the top
Mhm.
by the baby's pincers, and another thing to get in there and to safety, relative safety. Who would like to roll?
I
That's the
want
real question.
I haven't rolled in a while.
It's true.
Oh, you
just
rolled. You
Oh, I
just
did
rolled
just roll.
really well.
I did just roll.
You
Never
just
mind.
won.
I think Muppet's got to carry us here, though. I'm sure Gallop could reduce the size of the force field without turning it all the way off, so we can get it
Yeah.
inside if we need to.
Into a bowl rather than a ball.
If
Gallop,
You
we
bring-
need to be bowl mode, not ball mode.
Oh, on it.
because if you reduce it, all that dirt's going to fall into the pinchers will start going, and that'll give us time to go through. It's just like fiber. Just keep everything busy. We'll run through, and he's going to trick shot it. He's going to send up. So he's going to start powering up.
Okay.
And then-
So we want Gallop to switch modes on the force field,
Mhm.
but keep it powered up and above the hole.
Mhm.
Does that seem right?
yeah.
Well, Pike and Muppet go down into the bowels of the baby and bomb it.
Yep.
Then once
Okay.
you start the chain reaction, jump back up in here. I'll go full circle, and then we'll probably be back at the mall by sunset.
Yeah, because the explosion from the baby will project us towards the mall.
Yep.
We'll just go.
Also, like becoming the circle in the hole is just gonna pop you right up.
Yep.
Blow the baby up from the inside.
Like champagne. Like champagne
Uh-huh.
cork.
The
Okay,
only way to travel.
let's start with. I think I need some successes here. Let's start with Gallop to get the force field to do the things that you want it to do.
Well, guys,
Well,
it's been nice playing with you.
yeah.
I've enjoyed our 3 sessions.
Step 1, kill everyone. I got it.
Gallop becomes the spider using the arms of.
Yeah, we're going to stick with tools for this.
Great. Mm-hmm.
We're going to stick with that one that rolled the 9. We're going
Your
to
force field die.
got our force field die. Where are my 8s? There's an 8.
That's your gear.
It's my gear.
Can you sell me on style?
I can usually.
Can you?
But I gotta stall a little
very
bit.
lenient.
Oh man, I forgot about my D6 boosted moves and muscle rolls. Oh well.
So as we established, nope, that's not going to work because that's gear. Oh yeah, of course. So we said that the hawk glove, it has the wireless communication with Razorbeak from the components that were there, and so it has a way of controlling this force field without necessarily being directly tethered. So of course, one of the things that Gallop did was connect that with his hover scooter, because he's more familiar with the motocross, throttle and brake and clutch. And so he's got basically the way of flipping those switches from his hover scooter.
We did not say that was a thing that you did.
We're spending a story point to make it.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go ahead and say you didn't do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I can't think of my style here because it's just a switch, little dial.
Yeah.
Do I want to roll just 2 dice, just a 10 and an 8, or do I want to take some of this ride or die pool?
We've got a 4, 6, and 8 in the pool.
Take a ride die.
I'm going to take the 4. Live life on the edge.
Good luck with the 4 so far.
One of them was a 4. I didn't set that one aside, though. I don't know what that was. So I got 3 dice here.
Okay.
A 3, and a 2.
Yeah, great. So you begin to set the force field to the settings that you want, and you twist the dial, and you hear this beautiful eagle screech, and the force field goes out. We're adding the 4 back into the pool, and the 3 of you fall into the baby. I think you each have a hazard now, which is going to be a D6 that can cancel out successes. As you drop and hit conveyor belt and metal arms and other bits and pieces on your way down, and your metal parts clang on the floor as you drop into the baby.
Sorry, y'all. I should have mentioned I didn't add the functionality to actually change the shape of the force field. I don't know what I was expecting to happen there. Yeah, I turned it off. I hope that's okay.
It did fall with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if one of you wants to carry it around, it is still available.
Yeah. Gal, why don't you hold on to that while we fend off the arms and pinchers and saw blades and rivet guns and staple guns and Singer sewing machines.
As you say that, the arms come in through the hole above you and begin to try to grab you to put you on the conveyor belt.
We run down faster and around them.
You run down the conveyor belt faster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards the
center of the baby.
Yeah.
The baby's soft, squishy
It's a scene
center.
in Attack of the Clones where they're running, and there's chompers and
I would like you each to roll to avoid the chompers and stitchers and other stuff in here.
Okay.
Our ride or die pool is again a 4, a 6, and an 8. This roll is exactly like any of your other ones, where you get to choose your skill, add your gear, and your style. But make sure to roll that hazard.
Yeah. Hazard die.
And everybody remember, if you did the daily exercise routine with me this morning, which I'm pretty sure both of you did, you get a D6 boost.
Forgot about that.
I did
Do
too,
anything?
yeah.
Or to
Moves and muscles,
okay.
which I'm assuming we'd be using moves for this. Though I guess you guys could come up with something more creative. I don't know.
Something ridiculous.
D10, D.
If I
6.
strap the turned off force field that I've upgraded to my scooter to make sure I have it with me and use my scooter, do I get the D8 for the fact that I have the force field with me?
Oh, no. You are not using the force field, so you do not get the D8.
I desperately want to just turn it back on, but I understand that that's not a thing I can do.
I am using my hoverboard. And the way that
Okay.
I'm using my hoverboard is that I am using its repulsors to repulse the bits away from me.
Excellent. What skill are you using with that?
I mean, it still moves, but
Okay, cool.
it's like a little extra, like if it gets too close and I wasn't able to fully like evade, it's like,
Yeah.
nope, you are repulsed.
Yeah, great.
I do not want to be dismantled. Thank you. No pike parts getting added to any organics. No, thank you.
So this is now a race for Gallop. He's in full motocross mode
Great.
as he revs his scooter and shoots off trying to outrun his trouble. Remind me on the hazard one.
Yeah.
Does it need to be a 4 or a 6 to cancel out a success?
4, 5, or 6 will cancel a success.
Okay. Because my hazard dice is a 2, and I have
Great.
1 success.
You have 1 success. You're going to get some blowback.
Of course.
All right. That means we added the 10 to the pool.
Ugh. I'm going to be using my cyber legs
Okay.
to turn them into a wheel. Like, who's the guy on Darkwing Duck? The Robo.
Yeah. Robo Duck? I don't know.
Robo Duck, yeah.
I remember exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, where he gets a wheel going. He's going to use his move. Well, I guess that's wheels. And I got my setback. And I got... I want to use his duster to flail out around him to make it look like there's more of them. So if the pincher's grabbing on, so when I fail, it rips my duster off.
You have a duster and a poncho?
What it says.
Okay.
It's the classic
got a lot of
poncho
cloth on
combo.
you.
I got a 6 and a 4 and 2 3s.
That's pretty good.
So
Success, no blowback. And that's it, right? Unless you want to take a blowback, add the D12 to the pool.
I need to take a blowback so we can add the D12.
All right, the D12 is in the pool. What do you want to do with your additional success?
Ooh, 1 to succeed, 1 to... I want to throw out a boost.
Okay. Erica, you get an extra D6 on your roll.
Oh, cool. So now I have 4d6 because there's the look of cute is obviously coming into play here with the slight panic. No, thank you. Nope. Mm-mm. And like just like exclamation points, exclamation points, exclamation points.
Okay. Let's get that roll. Let's see what happens.
All right, there's a d6. That's I got 3 4s, a 5, 4 4s, and a 5.
Was one of them on your hazard die?
What hazard die?
Oh, everybody's got a hazard die in this roll.
What's my hazard die?
Another D6.
Good thing I have like a dozen sets of dice. There we go. That's a 2 on the hazard die.
Okay, So that doesn't happen. So you got a bunch of successes. So that's a success.
Cool.
You're avoiding blowback. And any ideas for your additional successes?
So, for one thing, I have Bouncy Castle. So when I make an action roll with moves, I may buy the bonus outcome less damage and no blowback by spending just one success.
Okay. So you got your no blowback, and less damage would be if you were punching someone or kicking someone or whatever. But you can do less damage to the baby if you want.
Nah.
Can you have the baby?
Or is
do
that less damage to
me?
yourself? Anyway,
Less damage. I don't know.
Anyway, there's no damage happening here currently.
Do it faster and clear hazard.
All right, so you get out front of the group. You no longer have a hazard die in your pool. You make your way to the soft, squishy underbelly of the baby, and clearing out these mechanical arms as you go, hovering them away with your hoverboard. As you move forward, Gallop and Muppet both got blowback. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Gallop gets grabbed by one of these arms, and so does Muppet. And the arm takes Muppet's Chuck E. Cheese head.
Well, that's a little much, man. I thought we said duster. Whoa.
Takes the Chuck E. Cheese head and replaces it with a pastel pink visor. And the other one grabs Gallop and forces a polo shirt over his head. It's a little too tight.
Harshing my vibe, man.
So not punk rock.
What does Muppet look like without the head on?
When it rips the head off, he grabs his hat before it falls off. He looks like he's got the square face. He looks almost like looks like a dirt farmer who's had wasting disease. He's scruffy. He's got one of his eyes is covered with a robotic eye because he's got a scanner, and he just looks gnarly, like greasy. He's got tubes and a couple of wires coming out from the back of his head down to his body, and now he has a stinking green visor.
Oh, I think I said pink.
Oh, pink visor.
Yeah. But you're able to grab your mascot head before it gets too far away. And before you see at the end of the conveyor belt the light from below where this contraption would like to drop you off as it outfits you for a pleasant golf outing. And you can see just beyond that light that's coming up from below this glowing green encased in glass. There's some sort of power source. You can see whatever is powering it is just like bubbling up on the inside.
Muppet turns to Gallop and says, "Is that force field ready?"
I think so. I turned it off. I don't really know if I can turn it back on, but yeah.
He's fiddling with the cassette and he puts it in his boombox and puts on Last Caress by the Misfits, which is appropriate, which starts off with, I got something to say. I killed a baby today. And he starts powering up his
You sure you're not playing Maxwell Murder by Rancid?
I as much as I want to, there's part of me that goes, we said it was early 90s. Maxwell Murder came out in 95.
Okay.
And I was a little, but come on, I killed your baby and we're in a baby and we're trying to kill the baby. I think we got to kill the baby.
Great.
Yeah.
Let's get your weapons roll.
Bullseye.
You're using your special thing, right?
Yep.
What does that
Special
do?
thing. It's just a D8.
Okay.
Because it's a one-time use.
And what does your arm cannon look like as you power it up and aim it at the center of this thing?
It looks like it's like opens up and has multi like static points, and it spins and it starts charging up, and
so Muppet's gonna shoot the power source. Gallop's gonna get the force field up. What is Pike gonna do?
I feel like Pike got separated from them.
You ended up leading the pack. So I think you're ahead of all of them, but I don't think you're super far away.
Where did the Chuck E. Cheese head go?
Muppet grabbed it, but just sort of at the last minute. I think he's got it by an ear. One of those long bunny ears.
got it in his teeth.
I'm gonna grab the head so that Muppet can focus on firing.
Great.
Thanks.
Are you putting it on while you're holding it
No.
for him?
No,
That's gross.
that's not my. This is Muppet's face.
Yeah. Don't run a scanner on that thing. It's am I still using the hazard?
You do still have a hazard.
I want to use a D12 from our pool.
All right. You are all helping with this. Yeah. So that's going to give Muppet another D6 in the pool.
Cool. All right. Here we go. No ones. We have a 10, a 7, a 5, 3, 3, 2. So that's 2, 4. That's 4 of them.
What does this combined effort by the three of you look like?
I think my goal, my drive is to take out this baby. And it's, I got you now, you son of a, and then when you guys speak up, just in time for it to cover up what he's about to say.
I think I got it.
I think I'm just trying to hold everything steady, like keep us from going farther down the conveyor belt. Hat.
So I'm imagining that Pike is straddling either side of the conveyor belt, holding on to Muppet with one arm, who's just sort of like leaning over the front of this empty hole. Other arm is holding onto Gallop, who's just like trying to fiddle with both hands with this big thing, trying to get it to work. And Muppet takes the shot, and as the bolt leaves your hand cannon, you hear the whoop of the shield powering up, and the screech of this bird of prey. echoes in this empty space. And then there's this explosion, this huge explosion of green fire just races towards the bubble that you're in. And your force field holds it back, and you can see the edges of it licking the energy shield around you. And it blasts you out of the thing that used to be the baby. And as the fires subside, you're all sort of tossed around a little bit. The ball that you're in bouncing on the ground and rolling and throwing the three of you sort of all over each other. And as you get up and begin to dust yourself off, you can see the bits of fiery baby raining down on the battlefield, scorching the perfectly manicured lawns all around you. The caddies running off to the north, the cyborgs running off to the south. This big mushroom cloud of baby smoke going up into the air, and you see up at the top of it your eagle friend circling, watching the space that you're in, watching the battle finish from above. And on the distant car stereos, you hear, "This is DJ Noodle on KSFM, coming to you from the usual undisclosed location in the Wastes. Congratulations to our 3 Wasteland warriors for taking out that baby once and for all. The comforts of the mall await you, and may you may the road come up to meet your feet." This is DJ Noodle signing off for the day. Enjoy these classic hits from the 80s while my friend DJ White comes up and soothes you into the evening beats.
Perfect.
Well, there you have it. A wonderful adventure in Rebels of the Outlaw Wastes. Once
So
again,
good.
we will have links to everything in the description down below. Like and subscribe. Suggest other games you want to see us play. We don't know what we're playing in December yet, so tell us. Tell us if you want Erica back. We all want Erica back, but just tell us so we can help convince her. And Erica, I know that I was muted at the beginning of this video, so here at the end, tell us once again about Good Witch Studios.
I've always played around with the idea of starting my own podcast instead of just appearing on Andrew and Mark's podcasts. So I opened my own website and social media accounts for Good Witch Studios this previous Friday. Keep your photoreceptors peeled on February 7th for the first episode of our Star Wars actual play podcast. Legends of Sisamon.
Ah, it's got a name.
Cool.
Yes.
Killer.
Excellent.
Old Republic? Did I see that somewhere?
Everything.
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 Cool.
Everything.
Excellent. All right. I think that's everything.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, and look at the book.
You should check this game out. There's stickers.
There's stickers.
There's stickers.
We did get to see the stickers. We just didn't get to talk about the stickers. But there are stickers.
You
And the
stick them on
the
your
character
character
sheet?
sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super cool. I don't have the stickers, but if I did, I would put them right here where I
Where you
succeeded,
earned your stickers. Exactly.
where I earned my stickers. Like
Fight the
Somebody's gotta earn
man
the stickers.
and get your badges.
yeah.
All
Make
of the
your
Rebels of the
world-
Outland Wastes.
Oh, so good.
And come hang out with us on Discord. There's the Coruscant Knights 5th year anniversary is just in a couple weeks, so you want to make sure that you are on the Discord when that happens.
And we're going to record our holiday episode live this weekend.
That's true.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah,
More
the best
antics. All right.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.